work here. A little different venue today in the office. Working on it, trying to make it a little prettier. We're talking about movement quality today, and we have a lot of people that come into the gym where their goal is health and fitness. Like their goal is to be able to play with their kids. It's to be able to be working out in their 90s. It's longevity. It's the, like I said, the health and fitness side of things. They might compete in the open. They might do some local competitions, and that's just more for fun, just like running a 5K or something like that. But the primary goal of why they're here is for longevity. And what we see a lot of times is, like CrossFit, we definitely, when we're in the group class, you just have that, atmosphere of you get to see other people, you see people that are close to you, you have the clock running, and that is where a lot of the secret sauce, a lot of the good, where a lot of the benefit of what we do comes from that. But there's definitely a side to it that we can take it a little too far sometimes, or not that we take it too far, but it can kind of work against us. So what we want to try and remember is why we are doing these things. So some of the things that we see a lot of times is that we have people that are they're here for longevity and health and fitness and whatnot, and during class they're moving super well, they're full range of motion, their back position looks good, their head's up, like everything's looking great. And then as soon as 3, 2, 1 go happens, the quality of movement just degrades quickly. Where we start seeing a little bit of rounding, the head's down, and even in the beginning of the workout. And then there's sometimes where it doesn't happen until the end of the workout. Or sometimes we see shorting range of motion just because it's the last 10 seconds, you're just trying to get some extra reps in. And in all of those cases, I want you to ask yourself, why? Why are you doing? Why are we shorting it? Why? And I don't think people are doing it on purpose. I don't think people are doing it maliciously. I just think they're trying to go a little bit faster, trying to get that one more rep in. But what if instead we just focused on doing one more rep better? What if we focused on making sure every single rep had really good quality? Right? You don't have to move slow to move well, but if you're moving so fast you're not moving well, what's the point? That's not helping us get to our goal. Moving well consistently over long periods of time is how we stay healthy and fit. That is how we build longevity. You don't have to go fast all the time, right? Whenever we start with people and we try to talk about this as much as we can, it's mechanics, consistency, then intensity. The mechanics and the consistency are the more important pieces. That's why they're first. The intensity comes with time. And even you can still move intensely and move well, right? If I want to be competitive, if I can move well, if I can move better than the other guy next to me, but we have the same abilities, I'm going to be more efficient and I'm going to have less risk of injury if I'm moving better than he is, right? So even in that field, it's going to be conducive to move well. You don't have to go fast all the time. What's more important is consistency. If I'm trying to learn the guitar and I just hammer it for an hour one day a week versus somebody else who's playing for 30 minutes 4 or 5 times a week, who's going to get better at the guitar? It's going to be that other person. Now, if we can do that 4 or 5 times a week and we have some high intense periods during that, now we can start getting the best of both worlds. That's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for longevity. We want, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to move well. You don't have to short the reps. I also like when people start getting tired, it's like, the deadlift, we didn't fully open our hips, right? We want that consistency in movement and quality because it's going to help us over time. This is also going to help prevent injuries. If I'm moving well, the likelihood of an injury decreases. Like, there's always risk of an injury. You could just be walking and you can trip and fall and break something. There's always a risk of injury no matter what. But the better you move, the less likely you are to be injured. When I first started training, I got injured every once in a while. Like not a major injury, but like I'd have to take a week off. I haven't had to take a week off. Again, I didn't have to take a week off. I have taken a week off, but I haven't had to because of an injury in, I think, 5 years. Because I focus on moving well and I slow down when I need to, right? I don't need to go fast and short reps or start moving in bad positions, because I know, like, yes, I'm like, for me personally, I like competing, but I'm not competitive. I like competing, but I'm not competitive. So when I'm doing my workouts, I'm making sure that I'm moving well. Even if that means I'm going a little bit slower, that's okay. I'm all right with that, because I'm trying to maximize, I'm trying to get my best time while moving well. I'm not trying to get my best time, period, full stop. I'm trying to get my best time while moving well, while doing the movements right, while getting full range of motion, because over time, that's gonna help me be more competitive in the fun side, the fun competitive, I like to call it, and then it's gonna help me stay consistent. If I'm hurt, I'm not gonna be able to be consistent. I'm not gonna have that longevity that I want. I wanna be kicking ass in my 90s. I wanna be doing this for as long as I can. I wanna be moving. I wanna be able to do the things that I wanna be able to do. Focus on quality, focus on range of motion the entire workout. The entire workout. Yes, short term, you might see some pullback, but long term, it's gonna help. I hope this helps. If you think it helps, if you got something from this, subscribe. It helps. Can't thank you guys enough. Cheers.